You talked recently about video games and how like no one should play those.
So if people want to do video games in that sense, hey, I'm playing video games. I accept it's bad for me, but I'm going to do it either way. You have my blessing. But I just don't like the fucking losers who are like, no, like it helps me like socialize with my friends.
Justifications,
bro. No, man. Just like, as I said, I'm not perfect. There's many things I'm flawed. You know, many areas of my life where I'm flawed, and like I have, you know, is smoking cigars good for me? No.
A lot of people ask me my opinion on Andrew Tate.
I brought him up a couple of times. Yeah, they haven't bitten yet.
Okay, so here's the issue. I agree with honestly 98% of what he says. Bear in mind, I come from an Eastern European background, so he has adopted that. That's just my blood, right? So for me, this stuff, when I hear, I'm not like, that's outland. I'm like, well, yeah, that makes sense, right? The issue is he's speaking to 0.001% of guys, right? Like, remember what my mom said when I grew up. Certain men can play by different rules because they've earned that right. Yeah. So and by the way, that right does not mean just because you're wealthy, because that's the other thing. Guys think that like, oh, just because I'm wealthy, I can see, you know, I can sleep with multiple women and still have my wife. And it's like, no, because wealth is just a commodity. In the same way, beauty is just a commodity. When you reach a certain caliber of girl, every guy she's dealing with has money. To do is ask a dentist, by the way. Ask a dentist, who are your worst patients, the ones with the worst teeth? It's always vegans.
I met Iman was because he wanted to do a YouTube video with me on my channel. Iman showed us so much love, it's crazy. He flew me and my videographer out first class to London, which is, them are not cheap tickets. Damn. He got us an Airbnb that was like a mansion, like crazy London, like fat Airbnb, and just took care of us like none other, bro. I realized, okay, more than making a video, like I really want to be friends with this guy. Like I like him as a person. At the end of the video, I actually bought him a gift. I got him this like crazy, like 1 of 20 camera. I know he's super into film cameras, and he ended up coming out to Miami. And of course we had to link up. Then we're sitting at the table and he's got an Hermes bag next to him. I'm thinking, oh, he's Iman, you know, of course he got an Hermes bag. Like I didn't think nothing of it. And then he's like, what watch you wearing? I'm like, oh, I'm wearing my date dress, whatever. He's like, well, check this out. And he opens up this box and it's a brand new Rolex for me. And on the back, it's got engraved, you get what you get.
So like you literally like ban all like masturbation, everything like.
Yeah, no chance. I mean, masturbation as a whole is horrific.
Right.
Yeah. Porn, like, look, there's a sliding scale. The worst is porn and masturbation. Then below that is like, I don't know, you know, masturbation with imagination. That can actually be good for some guys because, you know, there's a lot of sexual teachers out there that you can actually learn a lot by touching yourself, but doing it in with intention, right? And then you go down a sliding scale, and then, you know, below that is, you know, sex with a person, and then, you know, the best thing is sex with a person.
This right here is a 0.1% man. That isn't me like, you know, trying to suck his dick or anything. The truth is that 80% of men are total fucking losers, and in terms of his wealth, I believe he'd be like 0.0001% or something, especially for young people.
You want to spend? Do you spend 20% of what you make per month each month? Is that how you do it?
Yes, but also here's the thing, like the way it's more on the year side of things.
Okay.
Because the thing is, like, let's say, you know, I'll be in Cape Town for 2 months. I physically, as you know, I have a house there. Like I physically cannot spend more than $40,000 a month there. I've tried my hardest. It's impossible.
Oh, you gotta try harder.
Bro, I have a 12,000 square foot house there. I have a 12,000 square foot house. I have full-time security. I have a full-time chef. I have a full-time maid. I have a full-time personal trainer, which means, you know, my business partner who lives there. When I'm there, you know, I drive a G63. So, you know, I rent that monthly.
Are you renting a boat?
Have you been to Cape Town?
Not yet, no.
Okay, go to Cape Town, go in the water, and tell me how pleasant it is.
Oh, it's rough?
Bro, it's cold. It's cold as shit.
Do you know, I didn't even fucking like this guy. I'm going to be completely honest. I told this to his face. The first time that I actually saw his videos about 2.5 years ago, I've told you the same story previously, that I was down bad. I was smoking weed all day just before I moved back home. And when I discovered online income and, you know, I was trying to like build money online and drop shipping and all this bullshit, his adverts would play on YouTube, and I hated this motherfucker because I was so certain that he was lying. I was so certain that it was all bullshit, that there's no way that this guy's made so much money when he's younger than me. And once I got to know him and I've seen like